And that really made me rethink the narrative about business that I kind of grew up with, and I imagine most of your audience would have grown up with, is that business is bad. It's all about money. To have social impact, you need to join a not-for-profit, not make the best salary, et cetera, et cetera. And I've realized now that that narrative is complete bullshit. Like one of my biggest mentors, Chamath Palihapitiya, I say mentor, but I've never met him. It's just someone I look up to. He has a fund called Social Impact Capital. And essentially they invest in businesses that he thinks are going to change the world, a lot of kind of climate change tech, a lot of med tech. And he's compounded more returns than Warren Buffett. And he's going to be on track to be returning 15-20% a year to his investors, which is absolutely phenomenal. And another kind of experience that stands out to me is I was watching an address by the chairman of the World Bank. I'm not sure if chairman's the right word, maybe it's president. But he was saying that he thinks that this frontier of business and social impact will be on the precipice of a lot of change. And he gave an example of a drone company that delivers blood in Africa to remote communities via drones. And they have a viable business model and they're scaling up and they're doing so much cool stuff. And to me, that's the space that excites me the most. As I mentioned before with the Chamath example, we're at a stage in society now where solving our most important problems are also the most viable business problems, so to speak, right? I truly believe this is something that Chamath says, that the first trillionaire is going to come from solving climate change. And that's already reflected in Elon Musk. He was briefly for, I think, 3 or 4 months, the richest man in the world through Tesla and SpaceX. And his fundamental purpose in starting those companies was to combat climate change, right? So I think we're living in an era where those two things aren't mutually exclusive anymore. And you can solving important societal issues, things like even like biotech, like things like breast cancer. There's been a lot of innovations in that space recently. They're also financially lucrative. And I think that's awesome. I think that our smartest people should have the market incentives to go after our biggest problems and improve the biggest lives as possible.